Alright, and what is going on, everybody? Quancredible here, back again like I never left. I know it's been a little bit or a little while since I've done a chapter review, and I don't really have much of a reason. Like, honestly, the only reason is because, like, after the time skip happened for Black Clover, I really feel like there wasn't much to talk about outside of, like, speculating how strong people's power were. I've seen, in this chapter, and I was like, yeah, I definitely have to do it about this. But anyway, into the chapter. So, as we remember from the last couple chapters, Asta and his group both took care of two different fortresses or bases in the Spade Kingdom. Well, Asta took care of the one in the Magical Zone, and I'm assuming Leo and Luck took care of the one in the Spade Kingdom, and they all reconvened back in the Heart Kingdom with the princess. She's basically running it by them that since they have essentially a foothold into their kingdom, they're occupying a village, that if they keep this up, they'll be able to corner them. So after that, like after she tells them that, she says that everybody should probably like get some rest, and like Luck, Leo, and Asta all challenge Gaja to a fight, and he 100% brushes them off, even though I'm still sure at this point that he could defeat them all, just because he doesn't seem to make a big deal out of all them challenging them to a fight. He kind of just brushes them off, which makes you think that he's still stronger than all of them. One of the funnier things is that the Heart Princess, I'm going to attempt to start saying her name now, Laurel Pechka, that's what I'm going to go by, and that actually didn't even feel that bad saying it. But Laura Pechka wanted to join in too, and this is really funny to me because it's really adorable that she's like yeah, I'll join in too, and it's like she's way too strong for any of them when you think about it, so she shouldn't even be in it. But then basically the girls decide they're going to bathe instead, and I believe this older lady comes in and basically says Charmy's eating up everything in the forest, essentially. And then this picture, or these next panels, we get like a definite clear look of Asta flying on his sword using anti-magic. Now, I'm not exactly 100% for sure, or I guess it's not that I'm not for sure, it's that the story or the manga hasn't really told us exactly what he's doing or how he's controlling the anti-magic to make him fly. Now, me personally, my theory on this, on Asta flying on his sword, would be that Asta, alright, so in the world of Black Clover, there's mana everywhere, hence why people can use Mana Zone. Like, Mana Zone is just people using the mana in nature. This all connects together, so just bear with me. With there just naturally being mana all over the place, I believe that Asta is using his anti-magic sword to, like, I guess, float or exist in a space in between the mana, like using the anti-magic to just sit in between the mana, which is dope to me. That's what my personal theory is, so that's what I think. I mean, I could totally be wrong and it could be something else, which I'm totally fine with, but if that happens to be the case, you guys know where you heard it first. So then we get to a fan service bath scene in this chapter. So nothing really happens here outside of Tabata showing off how well he can draw women, but it is kind of like nice in this part. Like, it's nice to see that Laurel Pechka considers Noelle and Mimosa to be her friends, which I don't know if this is like a setup or a foreshadow for something, but it just seems weird that he would put this in here for no reason. Like, I'm not for sure. It just seems strange. Like, I wonder if this is gonna lead up to like a Laura Pechka confession about these are the only two friends she has or something like that. I feel like there is more to this than just fan service for the sake of it. So then we get our first look at Charmy. She's in the forest eating. She's fat. I'm assuming she just got fat like recently, like not over the course of 6 months, but just right now. And Asta asks her like, can't you do anything besides eating? And she's like, oh yeah, I can also think about and this was a wonderful excuse for Tabata to finally show us in the time skip. So we get our first look, and like someone's calling him vice captain, and like this basically just shows us that has made it to the rank of vice captain. Now this is extremely impressive, because so far in the series, I don't know how familiar you guys are, but the vice captains or the Magic Knights have ranks. Obviously, it's like, and the ranks like goes following from 1 through 5: junior, intermediate, senior, and then grand, and then above that is Wizard King, I believe. I'm not double checking, but that's what I remember. And before this time skip, the 6 month break, was intermediate, Asta was a junior. I'm not for sure exactly what number they were. I think like Asta might have been third or second class, junior class. I could be wrong. And I think was like fourth intermediate class. But the fact that climbed all the way through the rest of intermediate and high enough into senior to have enough merit on top of being strong enough to be the vice captain is impressive. This makes me wonder what happened to Langris. I know 6 months prior he was still injured and still bedridden. I highly doubt that's still the case. He should be fine now. And this also makes me wonder who the captain is. Like, I am a William fan, so I would love for William to still be the captain of the squad. But unfortunately, how the Clover Kingdom works, and how Daminato is, there's probably no way that William is able to get off scot-free. So I feel like the captain is somebody else. Now, would the captain be Langris? I'm not quite for sure if it would be him. It's one of those things where I think Tabata might just introduce an entirely new character to be the captain of the Golden Dawn, similar to how he did with the Crimson Lions. That's personally what I think. But aside from that, if we look at Yuno's design, it's not really literally any different at all. Like, his robe appears to have taken the same change that everybody else's has, like how it's like split in the middle, and it looks like half of the Golden Dawn's robe is like a darker color, which is kind of cool. And we don't really get a good look at Bell. It does still look like the squad is the Golden Dawn, just because the emblem still looks the exact same. So it's not like the squad has been disbanded or anything. I know a lot of people may or may not have thought that the Golden Dons might not be a squad anymore just because of all the stuff that went down with the elves and the invasion and all that. But me personally, it's not really completely their fault. Like, they were possessed, so there's not much they could do about it. All in all, this was a okay chapter, just like in the middle. So far since the time skip, outside of revealing people's powers, nothing much has really happened. There's been a lot of stage setting, like so far just setting up what's going to happen in the future, and I guess like laying the groundwork for the war, and really just introducing a lot of the characters from the time skip and just showing how powerful they are and how they've grown. So coming off from time skip, these aren't honestly bad chapters, to me at least. I think that they're pretty good. So all in all, if I had to give it out of 10, this chapter would probably get like 6.5 out of 10, 6.5, which isn't bad. That's not a bad score. People think if it's under 8, it's bad, but no, 6.5 is probably right where this chapter is for me personally. Let me know what you guys' favorite part of the chapter is. Obviously mine was finally getting to see because I'm an obvious fan, but I'm definitely curious to know what you guys' favorite moment of this chapter was. Let me know what you guys are looking forward to see next chapter. Do you want to see more about whatever the mission was that guy had for do you want to see more about Charmy? Do you want to see like what's happening in the Heart Kingdom next? Just let me know down below how you guys are feeling about this chapter. With that, like and sub if you guys enjoyed, and I will catch you guys next time.